with the 20th gate, contemplation and now, in your conscious core essence or your personality sun, you'll have the sleeping phoenix, now, and duality. So this is our second variation of the sleeping phoenix. And in this variation, it's an interesting aspect because now we have the 20, which is in the throat, and it is defined right to the 34, all cross sleep or all sleeping phoenix. That's how they are. But because this channel charisma is here and because we have it in the 20, this is all about being busy right now. Constantly being busy. And these beings are not going to really be able to recognize their massive ability to be the examples of really what it is to be human, because that's what a manifesting generator really does, this pure manifesting generator. That is the existential human being. That's how this all started. And they're not really going to know it until that shift and that adjustment in the 55 and that 55th gate happens in 2027. So right now, your purpose is be busy. Continue to be busy in your life. Continue to respond and honor your own moods. Honor the ups and downs. Honor those social, sexual interactions, those strategies, and allow for yourself to just move through. There's going to be lots of times where melancholy becomes a massive part of your life, and that's okay, because what you're designed to do is you're designed to rise up, right? That's what the sleeping phoenix is all about. Coming up out of the ashes. And you're going to rise up. That time is coming for you. So in this particular version, it is about being existential, being here in the now, and being that example and honoring your own moods and honoring your own sexuality. That is really what this is all about. Because when we move closer to the adjustment in 2027, that adjustment is teaching us how to be selfish. So be selfish with your time, be selfish with your, with what you do, how you use your energy resource, because that's what this is all about. It is about selfishness. I know people get very upset when they hear that, but that's really what this is about. Honor thyself and only use your energy on what really fulfills you and brings you satisfaction. Then when we get to the juxtaposition cross of now, these are the most existential people ever. They are so self-absorbed in the present that it's almost impossible for them to look back and come up with a memory, because they're right there. They are right there in the present all of the time. And they are busy in the now. They're just right there. So recognizing that aspect of how important this adjustment is going to be for us as we move into 2027. And then you get to the duality, and the important part here is that the 37 and the 40 came in at the juxtaposition point. And we're so existential in the now that we don't even recognize the community that we're in. Then when we get to duality, that's where things start to get really juicy. Because this is where the individual mutation, that individuality, actually can permeate into that tribe. So the tribe and the individual, they have a very interesting dynamic, because the tribe knows that it needs to take some adjustments. It needs to take some mutation. And really what that is all about is that it needs new genetic material so that the mutation doesn't happen, like genetic mutation doesn't happen in their tribes. So they know that an individual is important, individuality and this mutative energy that is brought in here. So they know it's important. And what you'll notice is that these beings on this cross of duality, What they're bringing to us is they're bringing this transpersonal, this interaction between the individual and the tribe. They get to set the stage of this because this is about having the bargain. So make a bargain with mutation as long as it is beneficial for everyone. That's what's going to happen here. That beneficial mutation. Bargaining based off of the mutation. And transpersonal. So how are you going to make money if you come in on this? If you come in on the sleeping phoenix, the now, or the duality, what you'll notice is that you are a very contemplative being. You're a very busy being, but you're also very contemplative. And use that contemplation, use that ability to stay busy and contemplate and be in the now. Because what happens is that contemplation allows for the spirit and the bargains to be presented. So I can see these people as deep researchers. Deep researchers. They are that individual that they're ready to take on melancholy and live in that melancholy. So creativity and, you know, one of the things that comes to mind is working in a museum where you're getting dinosaur bones in and you're touching these dinosaur bones and you're contemplating all of this and you're bringing together all of this energy into one space where you can be contemplative, busy, and be creating this bargain. I can see this as legal assistants, lawyers, anything that has to do some kind of deep contemplation and bring out some mutative energy. So making deals, right? Making deals. So working as a government official where they hand you something and they're like, hey, you know, this needs to be changed. This law needs to be updated or whatever it is, or changed to whatever party wants it changed to. You get to go in there and pull out the bargains and do all of that kind of stuff. So the wealth creation here, you're super busy. You're constantly responding, manifesting, responding, manifesting, responding, manifesting. And what's important is that you allow yourself that time to come to that correct place of clarity where you can then either enter in or not with your energy field. So play around with wealth creation here. This contemplative energy that is really the individual leader. So leading individuals, getting them to stand in their individuality and break free of old bargains and yet create new bargains at the same time. So have fun and we will coach around.